Welcome to Property Focus, I'm James Mitchell. Making headlines this week, investors with an eye on the Brisbane market should consider houses over units, and the addition of a granny flat could bring immediate rental growth to your property. But first, to our lead story. Capital cities around the nation are performing at different speeds, with Brisbane and Perth set to recover, while Melbourne will remain a weak performer. Sydney's residential property market looks set to outperform other capital cities in the year ahead, according to RP Data senior analyst Cameron Cusher.
I think Sydney will continue to outperform most other capital cities. What we're expecting is perhaps some slight growth in values in Sydney over the year. I think that Perth will start to recover as well. It's been 5 years really since there's been any capital gains in that Perth market, and maybe towards the end of the year we'll start to see a bit of a recovery in the Brisbane market. On the other hand, I think markets like Melbourne values increased by about 45% since the start of 2007, and I think we'll see Melbourne be one of the weaker performers, much like what happened in Perth and what happened in Brisbane following their boom in prices.
As the Brisbane market regains strength off the back of billion-dollar mining projects in Queensland, investors should carefully consider the types of properties they buy. Like Melbourne, there is a risk of Brisbane becoming oversupplied with inner-city units, according to Results Mentoring Director Simon Buckingham.
As an investor, you want to be conscious of supply versus demand, and you want your property to be inherently scarce so that it outperforms other properties in the market. Otherwise you just get what everyone else gets, but you want to do better than that. So if you can get properties that are more scarce, and unfortunately apartments don't fall into that category, they're easy to create more of, they're fairly homogenous. You really want something that's more scarce if you're going to benefit from real growth, and therefore I would be looking not to apartments but to houses with land around Brisbane for real performance.
For investors holding property experiencing modest capital growth, the addition of a granny flat could add thousands of dollars worth of value and immediate rental growth. Speaking to Smart Property Investment, Positive Real Estate founder Jason Whitton said that we are in the midst of a granny flat revolution and many investors are experiencing real gains.
The granny flat revolution is happening right now. So adding some value to a property, especially a second-hand property that needs refreshing, renovating or adding a granny flat, right now, especially in the New South Wales market, is a fantastic way to break open some rental growth immediately, because put your rents up, then you're a bit more comfortable with owning the property if it's not growing right now. And at some point, if you've added some value to that property, it should be worth more than the ones down the street that aren't new or haven't got a granny flat in the backyard.
And don't forget that the latest issue of Smart Property Investment is now on newsstands. Pick up a copy today to find out how Stephen Tolley built his fortune through property investment. That's what's making headlines this week. I'm James Mitchell. See you soon.